Gamers, we've had a look at Odyssey Central. We've had a look at Nathaniel Bandit. We've had a look at gaming in the Clinton years. But apparently I have been made aware of someone called Johnny. In fact, some call him Johnny. And he's been making videos. It's a name of a channel I've heard for a while. Never watched him myself. But we have got a old video for us in store. Literally never seen a frame of it. At least with Nathaniel Bandit, I kind of knew who he was. I watched some of his videos. Same with Odyssey Central, of course. Never heard of this guy. Well, never seen this guy. So, what's he got for us when it comes to Johnny versus Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels? Now, you guys know, big fan of The Lost Levels. And of course, 2011, so this is prime, like, first generation of comedy-based video game reviewers. So I'm expecting a lot of swearing, you know what I mean? I'm expecting a lot of chicanery in here. So without further ado, Mr. Johnny, Johnny. Can I call you Johnny? I don't know, some call you Johnny. Can I call you Johnny? Let's have a look. Let's have a look out for the slurs. Was he a slurring Samuel? Let's hope not.
Not this game, not this game.
Yeah, definitely AVG encoded gamers, definitely. Definitely. I hate the game. I'm being forced to play this game against my... It was always one of those plot points in old, like, videos. Curtis game. Why do I have to play this game? What were they thinking? I like the posters in the background.
Before Americans were introduced to what they thought was Super Mario Bros. 2, the true sequel to Super Mario Bros. Was running rampant in Japan, destroying the egos and lives of many gamers. So why didn't America get this game initially? Well, let's find out. This is my review of Super Mario Bros. 2, The Lost Levels. Now, before we start this review, I'd like to let you guys know this review will be in my special censored mode. Because trust me, we're gonna need it. Okay, now let me try it out. Okay, good.
So with this success...
But, you know, can't go wrong with some millennial quirk, chat. Can't go wrong with some millennial quirk. Bit of a shame we're gonna not have any swears, though. Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame.
That's how Super Mario Bros. A sequel was inevitably planned out. I mean, now that Nintendo had a winning formula, it was only natural to expand upon it and make it better. But at first, it wasn't seen like that. In 1986, 1 year after the release of the original Super Mario Bros., Japan saw the release of Super Mario Bros. 2 for
Miyamoto decided to just... It was like, hey, can I put some troll blocks in here, please? That'd be kind of funny, wouldn't it?
Famicom Disk System.
And everyone's like, no.
When the game was ready for international release, Nintendo of America ultimately canceled the idea of this game coming to America as well as Europe. And why is that? Because the game was developed by Satan himself! I mean...
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Can I get that again, please? Can I get that again, please, Mr. Johnny?
America as well as Europe. And why is that? Because the game was developed by Satan himself! I mean, holy shit. If there was an award for most obnoxious difficult spike in a sequel, this game would win the award 3 years in a row. The wind, the obstacles, the level...
I love the nostalgia critic, like, pitch. What's going on? I don't understand. What the fuck? A bad credit card? A bad credit card?
Level design, all the level design, it all screams hell!
Okay. I think you guys have a clear understanding of what I think about this game, so let's just dive right in.
Now, this is the part where I showed the game going to my NES, but unfortunately, Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels has never seen a physical release here in America, not counting the updated version of Super Mario All-Stars or the inferior port in Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. So instead of investing in a Famicom Disk System and importing the game, the Nintendo Wii thankfully has the original game on the Virtual Console at a measly $6, which is still too much for this game. So here
of course, one of the old things. I think one of the things about old video game reviewers as well, they had to show the console. Because AVGN did it, you had to show the console. You had to have a cool shot of you putting the console in your system and turning it on. Like, that was just an AVGN staple. Obviously, you can't do that in this instance, but like you had to show the console.
Game on the Virtual Console at
physical media,
$6,
guys.
which is still too much for this game. So here we are at the title screen, which is very similar to the title screen of the first Super Mario Bros., only this one has a jumping Koopa Troopa. We didn't even start the game and there's already a fucking enemy on the screen? But anyway, you may have noticed that instead of 1 player and 2 player, you see a Mario game and a Luigi game. The difference is all about performance attributes. Mario plays exactly like it did in the original game, while Luigi
sucks ass, I'll be honest with you. Like, there's like maybe 7 levels in the entire game where you'd rather Luigi, but you'd rather just go Mario, I'll be real with you.
First time ever, has a higher jump and piss poor traction. I'm serious, it's like he's always walking on ice. If you want to make the game even more challenging, you play the game as Luigi.
True.
So in terms of structure and aesthetics, everything is almost exactly how it was in the first game. You just need to guide Mario to the end of the level and touch the flagpole to finish it. You also still need to defeat Bowser at the end of every world and listen to Toad tell you to fuck off, the princess isn't here. The music is all the same, still as catchy as ever. And
yeah, the sensor beeps always like just a bit too high. You know how it goes. Audio mixing was a stranger's errand back in the day, you know?
Graphics have been given slight tweaks. For instance, the ground now looks like dirt instead of blocks, and clouds and bushes actually have eyes, and a drop shadow has been added to all the text, making them easier to see and read. Mushrooms now also have a darker color and eyes, too.
Okay, games, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for peak 2010? Oh my god, guys, are you ready?
The mushroom killed me? But I thought we were friends.
Okay, not a bad bit. I'll give him props with it. There's fair.
Nah, it's just a poison mushroom, a new obstacle in this game. Touching it is exactly like touching an enemy, so don't touch it. Regular mushrooms and the fire flower
not a bad bit. You know, I'll give him that.
All back too, but even getting the fire flower Mario is a fucking luxury I can never afford. All the enemies from the first game are back too, including Bullet Bills, who I forgot to mention in my review of the first game. Thanks to Kong732 Iffy for pointing that out.
Kong732 Iffy? Oh my god, he's in history now, gamers. He's in history.
No new enemies are introduced in this game, instead we have some variations of some old enemies. In addition to green piranha plants, we also get red ones, which are a shit ton more aggressive. They pop out of pipes even if you're standing next to them, and they move a little faster too. But they still don't come out when Mario is standing on top of the pipe.
Hang on. Sorry, Mr. John, I don't mean to interrupt you. Is this guy even alive anymore? What the... I know we're just talking about water, but oh my god. Zombie. Oh my god. I think he's still making shit, right? I think he's still alive and well. Yeah, he's still alive. He's still doing this thing. Actually, don't hang on. Hang on. I need to apologize. He literally puts it, I am alive, or is... So, you know, I owe you an apology, Team Zombie. Even his fans thought he was dead. But he says, I am alive.
And I'm not about to complain about that. I'm a hammer brother. Wait, is he coming towards me? Oh shit. As if regular hammer brothers weren't enough, we also get their evil cousins, where they don't stop moving towards you. Well, they behave regularly after you pass them, but Jesus Christ, why?
Just go run and jump over him, man.
Evil. Okay, seriously, guys, is there anything I can say that hasn't already been said about this game? If it isn't the horrible enemy placement that'll fuck you over, it's the incredibly awkward level design that'll drive you insane. In fact, before even starting the game, I recommend you do the one-up trick, because trust me, you will need all of those lives. Fuck dignity and fuck honor. Your ass just needs to survive. I mean, imagine if—
Even says it ass? Ass, really? Oh, Johnny, lame.
The game followed immediately after the final Bowser stage back in the first game. World 1 stages can be just as difficult as World 8 stages from the first game. I'm not kidding, and it only gets worse from there. The crazy shit this game expects you to do is fucking insane. Look at this, I have to time my jumps just right or else I'm gonna fall to my death, and there's no room for error at all. You either get it right or you die. Okay, what the fuck? Did the level just give up?
It's the iconic thing, guys. Yeah. What the? Every time I want to do a nostalgic impression, I have to take the clip guard off my Elgato. Otherwise, you guys just won't hear it. It'll just be all garbled. What the fuck? What is this man? What's going on?
Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I can't jump over this. And oh, an invisible block. Well, that's just fucking nice.
This is great. Invisible blocks?
Why would you want to do that to a—
I don't understand. Oh, hang on, my bad. Did you do a thing? Like, I got to put the clip guard back on.
To do that to a— No! It's just fucking nice. What assholes? I mean, what the hell? Why would you want to do that to a— No! Oh, more invisible blocks. Christ, cut that shit out. Combined with the control issues I've had with the first game, I cannot begin to tell the amount of times I've fallen to my death because of improperly timed jumps or the level just outright fucking with me. Now,
okay, that's annoying. As a lost levels connoisseur, this shit sucks. Like, when you're Big Mario, you can make this, but for some reason you just can't. Just can't sometimes. It's really fucking annoying.
Outright fucking with me. Now, what the—
Is it wrong that I kind of missed this era of reviewer? Not really. If you do, I don't blame you. It's just like, I don't know, this kind of review just can't exist today. You know, people just want the fries in the bag. You know, people don't want quirked up white boys in their room full of their posters, you know what I mean? And if they do, they just want to squat the walls, you know what I mean?
What happened there? I was holding forward.
Like back in the day, you used to just be called Johnny, and then you could just like be like, "Hey guys, I'm playing." I gotta turn off the clip. I gotta turn off the clip card again. you could just be some guy named Johnny going, "What the fuck?" But now you can't be doing that anymore, you know? It's good because no one's gonna do this anymore. Unironically, yeah, like people have a bit too much shame. The millennial quirk era is over. The Zoomer nonchalant era is in. You know, it's literally unironically Zoomer's fault. But the millennials we fall full of earnestness and quirk and cringe. But you guys like saw us do that and wanted to be the opposite, because that's what happens. Every generation wants to be the opposite of the one that came before it. So we were like all earnest and whimsical and weird, and you guys are like nonchalant and I'm just gonna put the review in the bag and then call it a day. You know what I mean? That's just what you guys are like. Gen Alpha ideally will go back to like earnestness and cringe and skibidi toilet, but I don't know.
What the?
We got bullied for in middle school. None of us want to do it anymore. Yeah, basically. Whereas we weren't really, if that made sense. I don't know. That's just kind of how it goes.
What happened there? I was holding forward. What the? Why does that keep happening? Oh, thank God.
Think
a
about
warp
it.
zone.
Just think about it. In a normal review, outside of a review that was like 14 years old, somebody would watch this. Look at this.
Forward. What the? Why does that keep happening?
Somebody would be like, well, why did you put this in your video? Just get good. Do you know what I mean? And it's true. Even I would say that. In a review written in the modern day, I would see that and go, just get good, fucking loser. What are you doing here? But like back in the day, that's just what you did. Like you put in a rage compilation because that's just what AVGN did. So did you, you know? Well, that's how it is.
Oh, thank God, a warp zone. Now I can... Wait. What?
Okay, that's kind of funny.
It sends me back? Oh, fuck, I can't get out of here. God, I'm dead. There might as well be a suicide button.
Oh, man. You know what? You're right. I do miss this era of review. You know what? You're so right, actually. Fuck, I miss this era of review where, like, the reviewer was just being shit at the game and they're like, what the fuck? I gotta turn off the clip card again. Where the reviewer was just like, what the fuck? I'm back already? I just miss
well,
it,
look
man.
at
I
that.
kind of miss
What
it, you're right.
fucking luck. No amount of memorization can make this game enjoyable for me. The level design does not work with how Mario controls at all, which leads to a lot of frustrating deaths.
Okay, that bit sucks too. That bit sucks too. Yeah, because like you lose just running chat, and all of a sudden
how Mario controls at all, which leads to a lot of frustrating deaths. Now you may be looking at this and think, oh, it's not that bad. And you know what? You may be right, but you cannot deny that this game is brutal. You're delusional if you think it isn't. The developers of the game intentionally designed the game specifically for those that have mastered the original Super Mario Bros. Even the port in Super Mario Bros. Deluxe dubs it as Super Mario Bros. For super players. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with trying to make a sequel more difficult, but Jesus.
If you guys are wondering, like, where did Musty get his, like, unironical love for Lost? It was this, chat. It was this. The first time I played Lost Levels was on the Super Mario Bros. Deluxe Game Boy Color game. And if you got 30,000 score or more in the regular game, you unlock Super Mario Bros. For super players. And this is how I first beat the game. On a Game Boy with a crunchy ass fucking screen. I loved every minute of it.
For super players. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with trying to make a sequel more difficult, but Jesus Christ, someone in the development team must have really liked Bottomless Pits. Unfortunately, the game's difficulty is the main reason why I don't really like this game. I mean, it looks like Mario, plays like Mario, but the level design is not Mario. Nothing like it. It's a fucking fan hack that costs money to play. And that's just wrong. Another thing that bothers me is how inconsistent the enemy placement can be at times. Look at this. It looks like something's supposed to be here, most likely a fire bar, but nothing. Okay, let's go. Go! What the f? Now there's a fire bar?
You hit the spawn limit. Sometimes it happens.
What the shit? How did I do that? What the hell is the matter with this game?
What the shit? What the shit? You gotta be shitting me.
It also doesn't help that there isn't any sort of save feature in this game. If you get a game over, and trust me you will, you're
back to the beginning of the world,
you died in. Which, thankfully, is more forgiving than the original game, because if you got a game over in that game, you're sent all the way back to the beginning of the game with no continues. If Lost Levels played like that, this game would be fucking unplayable. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not showing any footage of levels A through D. It's fucking impossible, that's why! In Super Mario All-Stars, you only had to beat the game once, and bam, you transported to World A. In the original, you had to beat the game 8 times in a row to even access it. What kind of shit is that? But anyway, if you ever
been there, done that, brother. I could boot up my Wii U right now and show you that I've beaten 8 times. Okay. Don't talk shit about Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, okay?
And I'm playing Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, play the All-Stars port. It has a save feature which makes the game a hell of a lot more forgiving.
Don't play the All-Stars version, fuck you.
But as a whole, Lost Levels is just shit. Out of all the Mario games I've played, this
Hang on, can I see that clip again? What the hell was that?
a lot more forgiving. But as a whole, Lost Levels is just shit.
He kicked it. Okay, that's okay. In all fairness, the power of editing is kind of helping him. He kicks a shell forward and he runs into it.
The save feature
I've
which makes
never
the game
done
a
that
hell of a lot
before,
more forgiving.
and I've played Lost Levels literally dozens of times.
But as a whole, Lost Levels is just shit. Out of all the Mario games I've played, this is the one I like the least. Now, I'm not calling it the worst Mario game of all time, but out of all the ones I've played, it certainly ranks low. With that said, I'll give the original release a 4.0 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
And the game's too fucking frustrating to be considered good, and I never have a good time with it. In fact,
I can't wait to do my 2D ranking, man.
playing the game to review it drove me fucking insane, and I nearly broke my controller from all the deaths I suffered. Now, I know a lot of you are going to disagree with the score, but hey, if you love it, then that's really all that matters. More power to you.
Now,
I'd give it at least a 5. Because the game's fucking shit, but I love it, okay?
easily say that the worst is over, but we still got 3 more games to review. So next time we meet, we're going to look at the game that everyone else got. It's Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES. Until then, I'm Johnny, the Super Game... No, I can't say that anymore.
Poor guy. I mean, listen, not as quirked up, and not an actually bad review of the game. Like, the editing was pretty solid. Some of the jokes actually made me unironically laugh, and it was a nice blast of the past. You know what? I actually enjoyed that. That was actually really fun. That was actually decently fun. Juan Ortiz. Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. Actually, for the time especially, yeah, very good. Watching it now, looking back, there's definitely some old school millennial quirk going, but like, you're talking to Mr. Quirky. I am the quirky millennial, okay? I am the final boss of quirky millennials. I love being quirked up. It's one of my favorite things ever, okay? It's why I reference Skibbity Toilet so much, because I know you fucking Zoomers hate that shit. Let's have a look at the comments, shall we? Let's have a look at the comments. And no slurs, exactly, it was censored. Censored mode, it was perfect. There was no, PK Sparks isms. If you know, you know. If you don't, oh boy. Fuck diggity, fuck no, Ash just needs to survive. True! Life in a nutshell. Have a good one, Sponge. It's a fucking fan hack that costs money. True! Literally, it's the classic thing, chat. Quote something from the video and be like, yeah. Comment sections, even back then, were doing this shit. Hey, this one was 4 years ago and it was still doing that shit. This game was the reason Nintendo added restore points to the Virtual Console games. Real. It's Nintendo's official Kaiser. Listen, Lost Levels is fun, okay? Until you reach World 7. World 7's dog. I'll be real with you. World 7's dog. That's the only world I can't stand. Even on repeat playthroughs, actually the worst world in the game. Even World 8 is way better. To be honest, with that difficult, the game would still be bad as a sequel. It feels like a retread of the first game. They didn't even change the music. You know what? True. I wonder how insane Johnny would go if he ever reviewed Kaiser Mario World. Yeah, no chance, mate. Incredible bullshit. Tight jumps with no air. Dangerous enemies. What is this, Mario Maker? Zidane Tribal trying his hardest Johnny impression in the comments there. Hang on. I gotta do it, chat. I gotta do it. I gotta do my best. Incredible bullshit. Tight jumps from no room for error. The strangest enemies. What is this, Mario? Sounds like a nostalgia, angry video game nerd bit. The developers must have liked Bottomless Pits. Well, did Dips have something to do with this game? True. Hey, I get the joke. Thank God for Johnny censored mode. True. I freaking love this spot. You know, I'll vote for that. Top 10 anime betrayals. Oh my God, but when the Watch Mojo memes were still top. The top 10 anime betrayals. Oh man, crazy. I'm getting nostalgic for old memes gamers. The review actually makes me really curious to try Super Mario Bros. 2 Lost Levels. It really seems like a challenge. Your vids are awesome, Johnny. What are you... Okay, Zombie, chill the fuck out. Why are you spamming? Why are you spamming? What are you doing? I'm not. Who's RRT? I don't know who that is. I'm moving on, gamers. I've only beaten the game once. I did it at save states. Fake gamer. Fake gamer. Johnny used to give scores. Does he not do it anymore? Oh no. Johnny, I can't believe this. I can't believe you wouldn't do this to me. Still makes me laugh to this day. Which bit was that?
What?
The AVGN bit. I got a bit emotional, did you? Oh, the bit. Guys, I need this. Can someone clip this for me? But I thought we were friends. New dono alert. New $2 dono alert, chat. New $2 dono alert confirmed. The 10 of 3 days. $4.99. I got that shit for free, bro. I got that shit for free. The review is funny. I can't help but laugh. Do you know what, Isaiah? I'm with you on that. It's the very first video I've seen on your channel. True, honestly. The censored mode isn't really censored well. Downvote is censored perfectly. Kong 732 it fucking legend. True. I love these comments. I love all these old comments. Either way, we'll leave it there, gamers. We'll leave it there. Nice blast to the past in the comments as well. Fun. You know what? Fun. A fun time was had by all. A fun time was had by all, Johnny. A fair review of one of my favorite games, okay? But I'm sure we'll see each other again soon, Mr. Johnny. Don't look for me. I'll look for you, okay? And we'll leave it there, chat. We'll leave it there.